It is such an honor for me to be able to present this Trailblazer Award to Bruce Vilanch, not only as a friend and as a fan, but as someone whom he helped pave the way to let me be myself. Ladies and gentlemen, Bruce Vilanch.
Cruising him on the red carpet was really what happened. And so I laid that line on TMZ. Evidently it worked. Well, by the way, this just in, Brian Williams called me to tell me he was not injured in the Harrison Ford plane crash. Bill O'Reilly saw the whole thing. I want to crash my plane on a golf course with doctors. Around me, that's my goal. Well, I am thrilled to be here in this beautiful place as we sit here watching the Goyim play golf. We'll sit around my team off out there. Not exactly Hillcrest. Quite wonderful. I really am. I'm glad to be here. I think it's, how can I put it? I have been, I grew up in Paterson, New Jersey, and we used to have a joke there that every Jewish holiday was based on three things. They tried to kill us, they lost, let's eat. And it was good armor because what it really meant, the subtext of that was, they hate us, they're not going to help us, we have to do it for ourselves. And that's the mantra of the Jewish community. So when I was growing up in Jersey, I'm getting emotional because I just lost my mother about a month ago. She was 95, and it was not unexpected, and her joke was, the first 90 years were easy. Second 90 year a bitch. But when we were growing up, I learned that we have to take care of ourselves. And so for years I was, Jewish, and I was in USY, which you probably know is an organization that was formed so that we wouldn't marry chicks. It was to get us to meet Jewish girls, basically. It was not, I discovered, to get us to meet Jewish boys. There was no subtext. I was the only one who had that particular subtext. And so that was what I learned, to be hated not only for being Jewish, but for being gay. And so, armed with that knowledge, I went forward and said, as I became gayer, I said to myself, the same mantra that we use as Jews, we have to use as gay people. They hate us, they're not going to help us, we have to do it for ourselves. And that is why I think the communities are so alike, because we come from that history of intense loathing and discrimination, and the only way we get out of that is to take care of each other and to make ourselves visible. In the gay community, the most important thing anybody can do is come out, because they can hate us in the abstract, but it is impossible to hate us mano a mano. When you are face to face with somebody and they realize that you are gay and it's okay by you, and you are a happy person with a happy life, they can't hate you anymore. They have to treat you as an actual individual, not just as an abstract group. And so that's why for years I've been urging people to just come out. And of course, so many of us have now come out. It's like people say, why is there all this gay stuff going on now? And it's like, I said, well, the mothership landed. Accepted our truth. Mr. Fabulous expression, we've accepted an industry and a business where eccentricity and flamboyance are encouraged, I feel for the cost accountant who has to go into a regular office and be his own self and not be afraid. But what can I tell you, sister? I'm with you. I think that years ago, Merle Miller, who was one great gay historian and wrote about Harry Truman, who, by the way, was not gay. Lincoln was the gay one, Truman was and he was no Daniel Day-Lewis, believe me. I asked Joan Collins the other day, and she told me all about it. She's Jewish, by the way. Merle Miller wrote a book. He wrote an article for the New York Times years ago. I remember reading this in the magazine section. And he said, a fag is a homosexual gentleman who has just left the room. And I determined that I was going to be the homosexual gentleman in the room. And once I made that determination, the world opened up for me. And that's why I love an organization like this, because we are all making that determination. We're here, we're queer, we're Jewish, we're fabulous, we're not going anyplace. And the world is just going to have to live with us. And you know what? They're going to have a good time. Because we're sincere.